all the fiberglass blanks that are in your kit have what's called a spigot ferrule. And a spigot ferrule means that there's actually a piece of fiberglass that's inserted into the butt section of the blank, and then there's this other spigot that's actually stepped down, and that piece of the ferrule goes into the other piece of the blank. It's okay that there's a gap. You want to have a gap because when the rod will flex, these two pieces here are not going to meet. You're going to have a little bit of a gap in there that will allow it to flex. Now the important thing I want to show you is when you put these together, what you want to do is put them together side by side and get an idea of how long this ferrule is in relation to this piece. This is called the female end. Okay? So this, in this case, when I butt these two together, this blank here goes that far. Now when I actually put it together, it doesn't really go that far. It goes a little bit shorter because we have a gap in here, but that's okay. So when I butt these together, that distance right there is the distance that you definitely want to put your guide, which would be this type of guide, which is a single foot guide, or if it's a double footed guide like this, you'd put that double foot guide here. The important thing to understand is that you want to make sure that you have a thread wrap that goes the whole length of this ferrule, because that thread wrap is going to give you extra strength so that when this part of the ferrule is pushing on that wall, it won't break. If you only put your guide on like this and you left all this section exposed, you could have a failure. So you want to make sure that this whole area is actually completely wrapped with thread. So in this case, your guide would be way out here and this whole thing would be supported with thread and epoxy.